Hello viewers, today we're in Edinburgh and we're going to start this wee walk in Rose Street, Premier Inn Hub. That's where I'm staying tonight. Edinburgh Festival is on. It's a limited programme, but it is on. I come here every year. Normally hotels are very expensive in August in Edinburgh, but we've managed to grab a wee bargain tonight in here. £30 for a room. A nice wee cafe doing breakfast there. We'll check in later on, see what it's like. So we're in Rose Street, one of the most famous streets in Edinburgh. Lots of pubs and restaurants. There's shops, mostly back entrance to the shops. Front entrance is on Princess Street. Something a wee bit different today. I thought you'd be fed up with all the beaches in Tenerife and the Euro pints. Do a wee morning walk in the beautiful city of Edinburgh. We're still on the temporary phone, viewers, and I've not figured out how to turn it round, so you're going to miss my wee face this morning, I think. Lucky for you. We've got the Rose Street Brewery on the right. We just passed the Black Rose Tavern. Shoppers, don't worry, we have a Primark in Rose Street. It's a really big Primark, a couple of levels. A nice seafood restaurant here, the Mussel Inn. There's the specials for today. This will be opening soon. Rose Street stretches all the way down here and a wee bit further back as well. We've got the Boozy Cow and the Old 100 here. If you're from Edinburgh, let me know in the comments. You've probably been in there before. If you've never been to Edinburgh, also let me know in the comments. If you come to Scotland, you have to come and see Edinburgh. What a beautiful city. Highly recommend coming during August when the festival's on. Check that out. Edinburgh Castle. Let's walk down to Princess Street. Boozy Cow just opening. So you've got the Boozy Cow in Edinburgh. You've got the Jersey Cow in Las Americas in Tenerife. A wee bit different, aren't they? I'm not sure if the temporary phone is picking up. The image is that great, to be honest with you. It struggles with different contrasts, and we come out of darkness and into light. We'll soon have another phone up and running, don't worry. So Princess Street, on one side of the street we've just got shops, and on the other we've got Princess Street Gardens, and we've obviously got Edinburgh Castle. So we can go down that way, down towards Waverley train station. And if we head down this way, it will take us down towards Haymarket train station. So there are two main train stations in Edinburgh if you're coming for the first time. You'll never ever see Princess Street this quiet in August again. Normally in the festival, even at this time in the morning, you cannot walk in this street, you have to avoid people, it's so busy. So it's quite surreal to see Edinburgh as quiet as this. It will get busier later on, there's a lot of shows on actually at the festival this year, but nothing compared to normal. Let me know if you've been to Edinburgh Festival. If you've not been, you're missing out. So many great comedians started their careers at the Edinburgh Festival. There's a few big names playing this year. The programme is limited because of the current situation. If you watch Netflix, you maybe know Daniel Sloss, the comedian, he's playing here. I think he's from Edinburgh, mostly over in America now. There we've got the castle. And we've got Princess Street Gardens down here. Really nice gardens. Here's a wee interesting fact you might not know. These gardens used to be private gardens. and it used to be all the rich people who owned houses on the other side of the street who actually had access to the gardens. And eventually that changed, they became public gardens. But these massive gardens down here at one point were private gardens for the house owners over on the other side. So if you're having a wee picnic, not a nicer setting, is it? Outside Edinburgh Castle. Straight ahead there we've got George Street. A lot of bars and restaurants on George Street as well at the back. We've got a few designer shops, there's more shopping as well. There's a brand new shopping centre opened. St James's Quarter, just maybe about 15-minute walk up the road from here. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Kevin and I normally do mostly walks around Tenerife and the Canary Islands. We throw the occasional Scotland one in the channel, but if you're interested in Scotland walks, I'll leave a link below. I've got another channel where I do walks around Scotland. Alright, how you doing? How you doing? Not bad. Guy just sitting on the bench waiting in his bus there, saying hello. So you can see on this side of the street, on Princess Street, we've got a lot of shops. We've got the trams, the Edinburgh trams. Depending where you're going, can be a lot quicker than the buses. You may remember the trams were built a few years back now, the tram lines. Oh, it took ages, took years. It cost like £1 billion, £1 trillion. I'm exaggerating that, but it cost a lot of money, but well over budget. But the trams are popular in Edinburgh. They've got a wee park and ride. You can jump on the tram as well outside the city. Parking's quite hard in Edinburgh city centre. So you can see on the left hand side, you've got all your traditional shops really you'd need. There's a couple of shopping centres coming up as well. Maybe take a wee walk up here, up to the Royal Mile. Stick with me. Everywhere you look in Edinburgh, there's just nice buildings. Church up there. Okay, let's go for it. Any children watching about the Green Man? So the Edinburgh Festival, every year I come to it, I meet friends here. I'm coming in a couple of weeks as well with my wife. I was here last time the festival was on with my dad, and I meet friends as well, so every year it's on, it's a highlight really of the year. So many great shows, you can see 5 or 6 shows a day, they're very affordable. They've got free shows where you can pay what you want on the way out, you can donate if that's been good. They've got shows from £5 and they've also got shows like £20, £25. They're normally shorter shows, maybe an hour, so you can see 5 or 6 shows in a day, no problem. So if you're thinking of coming to Scotland, you've not decided where to go, you think maybe a city break, the number one recommendation, without a doubt, is Edinburgh. And I'm from just outside Glasgow, but Edinburgh is definitely my favourite city in Scotland. I got the bus this morning, megabus.com, part of CityLink, the same company basically. They're really nice buses actually, just upgraded them. They've got charging points, they've got tables, they're really nice. Got the bus from Glasgow, Buchanan Street. It was £3.75 plus a £1 booking fee, so it's not bad. £4.75. It took me an hour and 10 minutes. You can get the train from Glasgow Queen Street or Central. Queen Street's the quickest one. Quickest trains take just about 46 minutes, and they're more expensive. You're probably looking about £13.50 one way for the train. So you save £9–10 maybe taking the bus sometimes. So it depends if you're in a hurry. If you're not in a hurry, you just jump in the bus. Princess Street Gardens again. Now, I don't know if you can see this here, but we've got Jenner's building. That's an old department kind of clothes store. Unfortunately, I think it's shut down. Over on the left hand side, we've got the old Waverley Hotel. There's a lot of old hotels in Edinburgh that get really historic features. Some nice buildings. We're going to take a wee walk here and we're going to go right. I'm just going to show you where Waverley train station is. So if you're coming to Edinburgh and you're thinking, how far is the hotel? If you're anywhere on Princess Street or Rose Street when I came from, you're basically right next to the train station. And also on the other side near Royal Mile, there's quite a few hotels there as well. So you get H&M, Topshop, over on the left hand side as well. Here's the train station. We've got a Wetherspoons down here on the left hand side as well. This is where you can get bus tours as well, so they've got open top buses. There's the train station, we've got some shops in there as well. Again, just look beyond any building in Edinburgh and you'll see some nice places. So that's where you get your bus tours. There's Princess Street Gardens down there. They also have a lot of concerts. Princess Street Gardens. Tom Jones was supposed to be playing there tomorrow night. Unfortunately, that's been postponed for another time. That's Princess Street Gardens. If you're enjoying a wee walk, I know it's a wee bit different. You're just here walks around Tenerife. If you're enjoying the walk, something a bit different, give it a wee thumbs up. It's absolutely free. And don't forget, subscribe below to the Scotland channel if you're interested in Scotland walks. If you're interested in walks around mainly Tenerife, just hit the wee red button below that says subscribe. So it looks like we've got a wee pop-up centre here. Okay, so this is a pop-up vaccination centre, prime location. Here we've got the Wetherspoons across the road. This Wetherspoon's always busy, they do a cheap breakfast. Inside the Wetherspoons have also got TV screens letting you know when the trains are coming, how long they're delayed for. That's inside the Wetherspoons. I won't go right in. You can already see there's quite a few people in for breakfast. Have to order on the app, I think, Wetherspoons. I think if you've got problems you can say to them, they will serve you. When the sun comes out later on, this is a wee sun trap, so they've got a wee beer garden at the side, both sides. It's always pretty busy. As I said, this is the quietest you will ever see Edinburgh in August. Can't even compare how busy it is normally compared to this. So if you're booking a hotel here, the Motel 1 is just directly in front of the roundabout. Quite an affordable hotel. On the left hand side here we've also got the Premier Inn and the Premier Inn Hub. The Premier Inn Hub is like the one I showed you earlier, it's just a smaller room basically. Late check-in times like 4 PM compared to normal like 2, 3 PM other hotels. But they're really affordable. They've got everything you need. So we've got the Doric pub there. Here's another popular tourist attraction, the Edinburgh Dungeons. That's really popular, I've heard it's quite good. Further down there, we've got the Premier Inn Hub. Not too far around the corner, we've got a Travelodge as well, just off the Royal Mile. Let's take a wee walk up Coburn Street. I'm going to show you one of the best pubs for live music in Edinburgh if you're coming here. There's quite a few restaurants up this wee street. I was at the festival a few years ago and there was buskers playing on the steps here. There's cellos, violins. So it's a wee bit different. Really nice. The Malt Shovel pub on the left, that'll be opening later on. There's a nice restaurant up here called Scran. So it's Scran, S-C-R-A-N I think. Let's check it out in a minute. So it's a nice restaurant up here. There's quite a few places. When you go in the Royal Mile, it's more of a kind of tourist trap. There's not that many great places, a lot of chains. There's a nice restaurant called Gordon's on the Royal Mile. We might go as far up and show you it. That's a family run business, I would recommend that. Pasta's nice in there if you like pasta. Nice wee coffee place over there. You can see a lot of outside seating has been added here. Normally this is not here. It's been added in the current situation the last couple of months. It's just after 10 in the morning. Reasonably busy. Normally a lot busier than this, but a wee tourist shop there. Scotland postcards. Not many people send postcards now. A few Italian restaurants here as well. Some nice outside seating. Southern Cross Cafe, pretty popular. Okay, here's Scran. It's always busy, Scran. You do a good breakfast in there. Queue to get in. So get seating inside. Got a lot of seating outside as well. And here's the pub I was telling you about, one of the best pubs for live music. It's just a small pub. Got some great singers on. They've just started up the live music. It's a Scotsman's Lounge. They're during the Edinburgh Festival. I think they've got singers on at 1 PM, 3 PM, 5 PM, 7 PM, 9 PM until midnight. So that's going to be open soon. So if you're coming to Edinburgh and you love live music, head into the Scotsman's. It's a really busy pub. It's quite small inside. Maybe I'll show you a wee bit inside. Morning. What time do you open?
We don't open till 11 o'clock.
11, okay, thank you. You have live music on today?
Huh?
Live music on today?
We won't have live music on until later. Are you filming at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
I'm just doing a wee YouTube video showing all the pubs.
Okay, no worries at all.
Okay, don't worry.
Just a bit of warning.
Oh, alright, no worries, okay mate. Bye bye. Okay, just asked the guy when he was open, trying to promote the pub a wee bit. He was a wee bit surprised. So here you can see we've got festival shows been advertised. I've got a couple of shows booked in myself later on for friends. That's one I might go and see at one point when Judith met John. Got John Lennon songs and Bob Dylan songs. Compilation. We've got a lot of comedians, a lot of plays, cabaret. Something for everyone at Edinburgh Festival. I've got the Almanac, that's a great spot. We're on the Royal Mile, just in case you're wondering. Anybody new to the channel, maybe you've not been here. If you walk all the way up there, that takes us all the way up to Edinburgh Castle, maybe a 10-minute walk at the most. I do that walk on the Scotland channel, so check it out. If you're subscribed there, you'll find it. That's the Albinac pub. It's a great spot for a drink. Used to be good for food, but it was taken over by Belhaven, and I don't rate the food now. Shame. So we've got guys setting up here. I'm assuming there's going to be live music coming on here soon. This is Hunter Square. This is a really popular street down here when the festival's on. If you go all the way down here, you come to the Monkey Barrel Comedy Club. It's got a lot of shows on. Ibis Hotel, great location this one for the festival, and this is where we have free shows during the festival. So we've got really good street performers playing. It's not just any random person who comes here and play, they have to be verified by Edinburgh Festival. They're really good, they attract a wee crowd around this square. And at the end, if you like it, you can put a wee donation in a hat if you want. So we've got the Tron pub there, we've got the Monkey Barrel down the right hand side. If we go down the hill and we go right, we'll come to Brewdog and the Three Sisters. Three Sisters is very popular Edinburgh Festival venue as well. It's a Piper's Rest. It's pretty busy. Okay, so as I said, Scotsman's Lounge is a place for live music. Even though the guy was a wee bit shy in the camera, he should have said, "Come on, everybody come in, live music on later on today." But it's a great place for live music.
This one.
Now, these wee arches are normally here for traffic control in the Edinburgh Festival because it's so busy. They're not really needed here, but at the moment. You've got the whisky trail there, whisky lovers, you'll enjoy that. Here we've got Gordon's restaurant. This is one of the few restaurants probably on the Royal Mile I'd recommend. This outside seating wasn't here last time I was here. They've always got outside seating, but this has been built up with wee platforms. It's quite nice. You've got the filling station next to it as well. It's just a chain. It's fine, does the job. You've got a few other places up here as well. As I said about Edinburgh, one thing you'll notice, the buildings are fantastic. We're on the Royal Mile, steeped in history. I think there's very few places in Britain that can compare to Edinburgh for history and just general atmosphere, really, to be honest with you. Normally get visitors from all around the world. Obviously at the moment that's curtailed, it's mostly UK visitors. Got the Burgers and Beer place, that's usually quite busy. It's not open yet, it's going to open soon. And as you see, as we head up the Royal Mile, even at this time in the morning and even in the current situation, it's starting to get busier. If you want to be caricature, that's your man. So if you're still watching at this point, I really appreciate it. It helps the YouTube channel tremendously. Give me a wee comment. Say, Kevin, I watched it right to the end. I really appreciate that. You hear the bagpipes just coming up here. A lot of Scottish shops here, on the right hand side. pedestrianised. You'll never really see cars here. I'm not sure why that car's there. That's for a reason. A lot of statues around Edinburgh. Maybe do a separate video on the Scotland channel, just talking about some of those. The human one just coming up the right hand side. Here come the bagpipes, prepare yourself. Deacon Brodie's Tavern, very popular pub, a lot of history there as well. Let's quickly cross over. So this road just takes you right up to Edinburgh Castle. We might make it today. Let's see. We've got the Witchery coming up on the left hand side. There's another car. All your really tourist shops here, Heritage of Scotland, Taste of Scotland, Old Edinburgh. House of Cashmere and the Whisky Trail again. We've got the Whisky Experience further up as well. Check out this building. Quite a bit of building work going on here at the moment. Normally you wouldn't see this. There's one of the open top buses, the city sightseeing tour. Let's see how busy it is. A few people on it, up the top. You can jump on and off all day long there. There's a few people on. Up the top just now before the rain comes on. That's a forecast for later, we'll see. Head through here. Another guy getting ready to start the bagpipes here. If you're a bagpiper, this is the place to come. That's a nice place for a wee coffee there, isn't it? Wee coffee bar. Royal Mile, Castle Hill sign. That's us right back down the Royal Mile. Let me know if you enjoyed the walk today. Has it been different? I know we're going around Tenerife showing you all your favourite bars and restaurants. I normally put these videos on the Scotland channel. Check this guy, headless. You normally see a few interesting characters when you come up this end. So we've got the World of Illusions here, Camera Oscura. That's a popular tourist attraction, especially families. We've got the Funny Mirrors and all the other places. They've also got, I think, a rooftop place so you get great views. We've got the Witchery, it's supposed to be a fantastic restaurant. And there's the Scottish Whisky Experience there as well. So you can see 10:30 in the morning, there's a lot of people heading up to the castle. You need to book the castle really, it's fully booked in so many days. You have to book the castle most of the time. Don't just turn up and think you'll get in, it's unlikely. Now we've got Highland Tours, so you can book tours to the Highlands from here. The Highlands is a long way away from here, to be honest with you. A long way. Not really a good base to the Highlands, you're better staying in Glasgow if you get up the Highlands, probably. Check out the castle. Don't say I don't take you to good places.
I want to see.
Okay, so that's Edinburgh Castle, right up the top there. Main entrance, you just walk straight in. Over on the right hand side, you'll be able to see where we came from, down towards Princess Street. Let's check it out. I think we're on this walk about half an hour. If you're still watching it, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Don't forget, subscribe to the Scotland channel. All the walks are not as nice as this. I basically do walks all around Scotland. We do the Highlands, we do Loch Lomond, we do Glasgow, Edinburgh, Ayrshire. A lot of different places. Let's check out down towards Princess Street. So that's basically where we came from. If you can see all the way down there, see the buses and the cars going by. Just behind that is Rose Street, where the hotel was, where we started. So that's Princess Street. And if you go over this other side, you'll get some fantastic views of the city from this side as well. So if you've never been to Edinburgh, hope this maybe persuades you. It's a beautiful city. A lot of good bars and restaurants, some good nightlife. Edinburgh Festival's on, it's the place to be. If you're going to pick a month to come, I recommend August. You're going to pay a bit more for accommodation normally. It's well worth it for the festival. This is the views over the other end of the city. Okay, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, hit the link below if you want to subscribe for Scotland walks. If you prefer Tenerife walks, hit the wee red button below for subscribe there. And give it a wee thumbs up, it's absolutely free. See you in the next one.